Greetings, everyone. Birds are chirping, leaves are starting to come out green. That means it's almost time for turkey season. Last year I made a video of a turkey hunt that I did, and you know, I had on the three-cornered hat and all that stuff, the leather leggings and all that. And I was hunting with my Indian trade gun and killed a turkey, and it was awesome. The experience was awesome. I ain't gonna say the video was awesome. It was like the first video I ever tried to edit and stuff like that. No, I didn't even have a tripod, so I couldn't actually get the kill on camera because I had to set the phone down to shoot. But anyway, when I made that video, some people asked me, what type of turkey load I used. And so then I made a video about that, how I loaded my musket for turkey hunting. And you can go back and watch that video, and I actually do two different methods. I do a version of the, quote unquote, internet famous Sky Chief load. And then I did a load where I basically just mimicked a modern turkey shot shell. Okay, so, same amount of lead shot and all that kind of stuff. And to be honest, that one actually worked better than the Sky Chief load. Now, I'm not knocking the Sky Chief load because I killed the turkey with the Sky Chief load. And some people would say, well, what you did wasn't actually the Sky Chief load. The Sky Chief load has, you put a shot card under the fiber, whatever. I don't care, okay? It worked, all right? It worked good. No problems with the Sky Chief load or the other load that I used. Today, I'm going to show you a different load. And this is actually the black powder load for a musket when I'm small game hunting. This is the load that I use the most, but I don't use it for turkeys, and I'm gonna show you why in just a minute, okay? But this is basically what we call a square load. Square load is easy. It's basically the same amount of powder and the same amount of shot. And so I'm going to do that real quick, and I'm going to shoot at a turkey target down there, and it'll work. I mean, we're gonna test it out, no problems with it. But I'll explain why I don't use that in a minute. I thought I'd show you guys real quick. You can probably see my turkey target down there. I'll show you another one. This is it. It's fancy. It is, scrap paper with a spray painted turkey head. I took a piece of cardboard, I cut out roughly the shape of a turkey head, laid it on top of paper, and I spray painted it red because I had red paint laying around. If I'd had blue paint laying around, I would have used blue. Obviously I wouldn't use white because it wouldn't show up on the paper. But I've seen where you can go to Academy or Walmart or Bass Pro Shops or Cabela's or whatever, and you can buy turkey targets for $10 for a pack of, I don't know, 10. Good for you. This didn't cost me, literally, it didn't cost me anything. An Amazon box, whatever that I paid for whatever came in that box, but the box, the spray paint I already had, and I think this paper's from work or something. So let's see, it'll work. All right, so with the square load, I'm basically putting the same amount of powder as I am shot. This is based on volume, okay? So this is a powder measure set for 70 grains, and you could fill this with powder and pour it down the barrel, and then you could actually pour shot into this and pour it down. I'm not gonna do that. What I have right here, I have a deer antler that I drilled out, and I made a powder measure, okay? So this is about 75 grains of 3F will fit in there, and then I can just fill that up with lead shot. This is what I actually use, like if I'm squirrel hunting or something like that. I use a square load because it's easy. I don't have to carry a lot of stuff. I carry a powder horn, I carry a bag of shot, I carry this, and some cards and stuff like that. That's something to use as wadding. But I'm out in the woods, I shoot at a squirrel, I can fill this up with powder, pour it down, fill it up with shot, pour it down, and I'm ready to go shoot another squirrel, okay? So I actually use this quite a bit because I hunt a lot of squirrels, and I'm gonna shoot. If I'm out squirrel hunting, I'm hopefully gonna take several shots that day, okay? Now, I mentioned earlier I don't use this for turkey hunting, and you know, why not? Well, I could, but the thing is, for me, turkey hunting is a big game hunt. Now in Georgia, where I hunt, it is legally big game. It's classified as big game, but what I mean is, when I say it's a big game hunt, I am loading up and I'm going out, and hopefully I'm going to take one well-aimed shot at an animal, okay? So I don't really need to be worried about reloading or how much I'm gonna carry to keep reloading. Hopefully I'm only gonna shoot one time. I'm gonna load the gun up, I'm gonna call in the turkey, I'm gonna take a shot, and he'll be dead. And chances are, if I miss, I'm not gonna get another shot anyway, because you can't reload a muzzle loader quietly and easily without, you're gonna spook turkey if you don't run off from the shot. So I may potentially have to reload to go try to kill a different turkey. But I'm not carrying, you know, enough stuff to kill 6, 7, 8 squirrels. I'm trying to kill one animal. So I can be a little more selective with my load, because I'm just really gonna load it one time and make that happen. Now, I am gonna carry some extra stuff just in case. But the point is, I'm not out for a day of shooting. I'm just gonna go make that one shot and hopefully be done with it. So let's do the square load at the turkey target. That target's 25 yards away, which I'm gonna say is a long shot with a muzzle loader, okay? I really wanna be 20 yards if I can with this gun. It has no choke, there's no choke in it. So that stuff spreads out pretty quick. So to me, 30 yards is too far with a muzzleloader. I'll do it all day long with a modern cartridge. I've killed turkeys. I've probably killed a turkey at 50 yards, maybe more before, with a TSS load. I don't normally use TSS, but I did on this occasion. But with a musket, I want them to be 20 yards. So this is 25. So this is like stretching it, in my opinion. But we're gonna do the square load, and we're gonna see what happens. All right, so I've got my powder measure here. I'm just gonna fill this thing up. All right, it's full. You can see the powder in there. All right, I'm gonna pour this down my barrel. It's kind of hard to do. I don't have a photographer here to you know, move the camera. So I'm gonna pour the powder down. All right, it's down in there. All right, now I got to put some type of wadding down there. I'm just going to use a fibrous wad. You could use paper. You could use, you know, anything. You know, wasp nests. I actually have been collecting a bunch of wasp nests because I was going to make a video about using wasp nests as wadding. We might do that one day, but not today. Okay, so I'm going to put a fibrous wad in here. Push it down. All right. Now I'm gonna fill that same deer antler, that little powder measure I made, all right, back up with shot. Okay. By the way, when I'm out walking in the woods and I'm hunting squirrels and I have to carry a bunch of shot with me, I use this really crazy historical, you know, something just like Daniel Boone would have carried. A medicine bottle. Why do I use a medicine bottle? Because the lid locks on. I can carry a lot of shot in here. The lid locks on, and I ain't got to worry about it spilling out. So I'm going to pour from the medicine bottle into the deer antler. I'll probably lose some, unfortunately, but all right. So you can see, I just dropped about 3 pellets. All right. There's the pellets. All right, I'm gonna pour them down. All right. And now I'm Let me put my fancy historical colonial era lid back on because I don't want to knock this over and spill shot everywhere. All right. Now I'm just going to take an overshot card, which is basically like a little, it's almost like if you cut out a little circle out of a milk carton. All right, I'm gonna stick that on top of my shot. All this does is keep the shot from falling out of the barrel. If you were to, you know, if you had a musket ball in there, it'd be so tight it would keep itself in. But when you have shot, there's nothing to hold it in. It'll just spill out. So I have to put this down in there to basically seal it, to keep the shot in. All right. So that's it, okay? Now that's exactly what I would do if I was hunting squirrels, all right? I would just throw a card on top and be ready. All right, guys, I'm about to take this shot. Again, it's 25 yards, which again, I believe is long for a shot out of this Indian trade gun. I'm shooting off a table today. Normally I would never do that. When I turkey hunt, I sit on the ground. I sit against a tree. Hopefully there's a tree there. And so when I pattern a turkey gun, I do it the same way. I sit against a tree. And if you watch my video from last year where I showed myself showing my turkey load, I'm sitting against a tree. Unfortunately, Hurricane Helene did not like the tree that I used to sit at, and she took it away from me. And obviously there's plenty of trees, but as far as safety goes, a safe place to shoot, I don't have a tree to sit at this distance right now. So I'm on the table. So the good news is the shot should be pretty true. I would prefer to be sitting on the ground, but you know, this is what we got as far as safety goes at this point. So let me take my shot here, and hopefully we'll have some pellets on the target. Let's see. All right, let's go see what the square load did at 25 yards. All right, folks, there it is. All right, it looks like to me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pellets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not good enough. Could that turkey have died? Yes. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all in the spine, the neck. Oh wait, there might be a 6th shot there. You know, that could be 2 shots. Here's the deal. Is this turkey dead? Maybe. But I don't know. I don't know. So here's what I'm gonna do, okay? I'm gonna do another square load, but I'm gonna do it at 15 yards. And let's see if it improves. All right, so we've moved to where we're 15 yards from the target. Same load, square load, using the deer antler, so about 70 grains of 3F, 70 grains of this shot. That's number 6 shot, by the way. So let's take a shot, see what happens. Flash in the pan. Try again. Another flash in the pan. Flint's still sharp. Gun's just getting really dirty. I was doing a little bit of shooting earlier. Let's try again. All right, here we go. Check it out. All right, so here's our target at 15 yards. Now what's interesting, there's a lot more pellets on the paper, but there's not a lot more on the turkey. Okay, so look, if we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, and I wouldn't even count some of those. This wouldn't count, this wouldn't count, this wouldn't count, this wouldn't come out. So really, maybe 2 here, 1 there, 1 there. A lot more pellets on the paper, but not where it matters. Would that turkey be dead? Maybe those 2 pellets right there or that one right there might be enough. I you know, I don't know, but man, it's just, it's not enough in my opinion. And I knew this. I've patterned square loads before. This is about the same luck I always have with a square load. So that's why if I'm going to go turkey hunting, I'm going to load that thing up. Try to mimic that modern shell or even that Sky Chief load. I've had better results with those. Okay, so as you can see here, the 10 yards difference didn't make much of a difference to the turkey. So we'll see.